the simulation show. I mean, can you handle it?
Can you handle the truth?
Well,
You
all right.
can't
Can you
handle
handle the truth?
You
Do
can't
you want to
handle the
go?
truth.
You're gonna. There's two pills on this show.
You need men
You're
like
really
me
gonna
up
get.
on that wall. You
Actually,
need me on that wall.
There's only one pill on this show. It is the red pill.
You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall.
My question is can you handle the simulation show where we talk about the songs and the true meanings of the songs? Or, well, I can't say true meanings because it's going to be my opinion.
Puff
So,
the magic dragon.
oh yeah, he's invited. He's invited.
Frolics in the autumn mist.
Yeah.
I know it, right? What does that song mean? Was that Meet the Parents where they're in the car?
No, Puff the Magic Dragon. It's,
when Robert De Niro's like, what are you talking about? What?
Yeah, no, I believe Chasing the Dragon is a heroin thing.
Oh,
theme.
That's why, yeah. Anything chasing the dragon.
Yeah. So Puff the Magic Dragon is chasing the dragon.
Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea.
Oh, you know what? When I got this phone, I can't share the show. So,
oh no,
can't. I got a few people here right now. It is Sunday morning.
So, comment? Any comments?
No comments yet. No good mornings yet. There's only 3 people in here watching us, so it is Sunday morning. It's a nice day. Channel, I don't know where it is, where everybody else is at.
What channel do you have it posted on initially, Lou?
It just goes on my homepage.
On your page, okay.
Yeah, but on my mobile, I can share a bunch of times on the laptop.
I can at least go down through here and try to there you go.
So my crazy homepage.
Tune in.
It seems to bring the best out in everybody.
Share it to my group page. Share it to a group. That's gonna be me. Okay.
There we go.
Times, man. All right.
Oh, I have no light on today. I got to turn my light on, so a little dark.
Sunday morning. Good morning, everybody. My apologies for yesterday. I had to take care of some stuff, but I'm good now.
All right. So, all right. We got another joiner. Welcome. Just trying to wait for a few more people. Tony and I talking about the new show that's coming out that has nothing to do with sports. And whether Tony decides to partake, that's up to him.
I'm sure I'm about willing to sit in for anything, man.
Well,
I've certainly got an opinion on everything. That's for damn sure.
Well, that's what I like. What's going on, Matthew? What's up, Matthew? Matthew, he'll love the new show. Without a doubt, Matthew. The new show.
He might be.
We tie it all together. Morning, Marcus. Not sure if Marcus is going to be interested in the new show too much. He likes to sleep with that one eye open, but he probably doesn't go down that red pill road too much. So, Eli. Oh, yeah. Eli, I love the new show, buddy. Love it. Eli, I want to make you part of the new show. I want you in. Okay? I want you asking all the questions you have. I believe if you really just stayed legit, and I appreciate your trolling all day long. That's fine. But at some stage, the trolling has to come to a head, and we have to get to the real fucking meat of it all. That's what the new show is going to be about. Picking games will be a side thing. But the new show, all about the simulation, gave you the song yesterday, told you what's coming at you. Guys, you're in a simulation. So you know how I figured that out? Because I follow games. I follow momentum. I follow an invisible force. You do the same thing, guys. The same thing. You follow an invisible force and try to turn it into money. So you are trained to understand this. Okay? You just have to open up a little bit, guys. You have the grandfather here. All right. I do have your attention. All right. That is good, Eli. It doesn't matter to me what your real opinion is on the attention. It's the attention. I want your attention because and I want the devil's advocate in my face. You've yet to win.
You must be
you've yet to win on your advocate. Okay, so keep it coming, brother. Keep it coming. Love it. All right. So Matthew, you're gonna be coming along on that ride. I can smell that all day long. But the right wing thing, it has to tame a little bit, just like them fucking nuts on the fucking left. There's no taming them. Okay, they're into debauchery and they love it. So there's no taming it. So anyways, and they need to get away with it by promising wonderful gifts. Anyways, the Braves looked like a single A team yesterday. And let's get into the game, guys. We got a few guys here. Let's get into the games. Yesterday, the only thing I'm hitting is this series. And so that's the only thing I'm really doing today. And that's the St. Louis Philly game over. And everything else has kind of been chopping or losing. So, but this has been my best play of the weekend. So I'm just going for making money here today. I'm pretty much going to let Red roll with what Red's got here today. I'll yap a little bit of the games that you guys got. And, hopefully we'll all figure out how to have a good day. We got about 49 minutes to game start. Good morning, Gerard. Welcome. Nice to see you back.
Sure. Good morning, everybody.
Enjoy you guys coming back. Trust me. If you're not here, what the hell are we going to get here for? So we definitely appreciate it. And this is going to grow into something pretty big because it's just going to, it's only taken me 25 years to figure it out. And we're still not figuring it out. But we'll get there in the right direction. So, all right. So Philly and we got an 8 today on Philly and St. Louis. So they're expecting better pitching today and more of the under numbers today in the series. But I don't care. The games have been going over. I'm expecting to go over. I'm really kind of going over the way these teams have been playing this year right now. Fortunately, had some good pitching matchups to hit the over in the first 2 games. This one's a little bit of a tighter matchup, but I still got to roll with the over. They gave us an 8. So that's my shine of the day. Roll, Red, roll. What do you got? What would happen yesterday? What do you got? Well, we know what happened.
Let's go over. We actually had a pretty good day in baseball yesterday. 4-2 overall. Hit the best bet with Toronto Mats, which I had the day before. And it was a 7-inning game. Mats was fabulous through. He pitched 6 strong innings, gave up 1 run, very few hits, clean winner. Kind of thing I love to see. If I can keep doing that, I'll feel much better about the way things going here. The only 2 games I lost yesterday, San Francisco and Cleveland, both had blown saves in the 9th inning and then lost in the 10th inning. That was my 2 losses yesterday. And, you got to try to avoid those. It just seems like the blown save games, I've been finding them. I've been picking them. So I'm trying to avoid those, see what we come back with today. But it was a good day yesterday. I actually made some decent money, try to do it again today and maybe end up with a good week. So in baseball, I'm going to start with the best bet I got today. I'm going to play San Francisco to avoid the sweep. They had plenty of chances yesterday. The pitching matchup, not the greatest here. Wood against, I think it was, I want to say Lopez. I'm just noting that the Marlins to get a sweep, not that likely, and their pitchers, just to me, not that strong to be a like minus 140. Lopez, it is Paco. Show me the Lopez. So yeah, that's going to be my best bet. It's going to be on San Francisco to avoid that sweep. And then I'm also going to play Oakland at 137. This team just continues to keep winning. And again, it's into that momentum range now. If you look at the National League right now, you have the Dodgers that have won 8 straight. But then every other team in the National League has either won or lost 1 or 2 straight games. There's been no momentum from anybody else in the National League. Similar in the American League, although I think somebody's lost 4. I think the A's have won 7 straight. But then if you look at the American League, this parity up and down the board there in terms of the difference between first place and last place now is just a weekend series sweep and you're in first place from last place. That's how close it is right now in baseball. And that's that kind of parity. At times it can be difficult, but in the long term, I really like to see this kind of parity. So hopefully I can turn this into some money. So Oakland, I like. And then I'm going to do a 3-pack of teams here, a little action. I like Kansas City, I like Texas, and I like Seattle. Each of those 3 for different reasons, but the prices are pretty fair on each. Kansas City is -119, Texas -107. You got Gibson on the mound for Texas. And then Marriage of Vicious for Seattle. We had Houston yesterday. The 1-0 win came down to the bitter, obviously. Nothing like a 1-0 baseball game to keep your interest up. As you get into the 7th, 8th, 9th, every single pitch is every guy that steps up is a tying run. If you're nursing a 1-0 lead, it's not the funnest thing to watch, to be honest. And anytime somebody gets on base, you're concerned the next pitch you're going to be behind. So I'm not a big fan of that kind of drama, but that's my action in baseball today. San Francisco best bet. Going to roll with Oakland on the momentum, and then your 3-pack of Kansas City, Texas, and Seattle. That's what I got Major League Baseball today, Luke.
All right. Speaking of Oakland, they were a great team to be riding last year as well. And, now that you're piquing my radar on them, there could be a nice team to be parlaying with somebody. And, speaking of parlaying, Dodgers, even though now you got a great price.
They started 1-7. They started 1-7. Now they're 8-7. So, I mean, they started out dog shit.
Right.
Fade. Now they're hammer.
They cost me money early, so I got off the train.
Right.
Because I was riding from last year,
It's hammer time now, and it's
it might be. It might be, and in Detroit, you got years and years of garbage from them. So why does
7 straight wins and they're -137, Luke.
So
7-game winning streak, and they're not playing the Dodgers, and they're not playing the best. They're not playing an elite team here. They're playing the fucking Detroit Tigers. They won.
Yeah.
They won 7 games. So you just kind of I'm not saying bet everything. Don't count on it. Don't think that it's going to
you're paying a lot of money, $1.37. If that's still a lot of money. I don't care what game it is.
Yeah, to me, when you got a team with that kind of momentum, though, it kind of, especially if you bet the previous 2 or 3 games, and an extra 37 cents on the dollar don't seem like a lot when you're sitting there holding three games worth of winners in your hand. I'm willing to peel an extra little bit off to keep the train rolling. That's kind of what that play is. I'm certainly
and technically, when you're laying $1.37, that's why you're supposed to be at 1 unit. And then, you pick up what you pick up, the 63 cents.
That's the highest line I've got. And pretty much that's going to be about the highest I ever would bet on a straight bet, somewhere in that range, 135, 140. Anything over that just makes my stomach churn. You go to bet $1,000 and you got to lay an extra 400 on the counter for juice.
Yeah, Bassett started out with a couple losers, but he was a money maker last year. And
I'm going to say this is not an endorsement of him. Looking at his chart and how I kind of predict next start, I'm not saying that I'm expecting him to be great today, but just overall as a team, they're doing what it takes to get these wins, and that's a combination of hitting, bullpen, fielding. When it comes to winning and lose, everything's encompassed. I love a great starting pitcher. I love a pitcher to go 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits, and strikes out 12. But sometimes even if you get that, if the team doesn't hit, no bullpen, and you make a bad play in the field, that shit's gone, so you waste the good effort. So you kind of have to find the balance there. And the win-loss record when a pitcher starts is kind of where you see where things are going. So that's just my action today. It's an underdog for the best bet. San Francisco, I got +126. So that's kind of my bigger bet today. And hopefully they can bounce back from it was just an ugly loss yesterday. They rallied. They put up 5 runs on the Marlins. They put up more runs in the 9th. But then, like I say, they spit the bit, blown save. And then in the 10th inning, they scored a run in the top of 10th. This extra inning shit with the dude on second, it was okay last year. I'm not a big fan of this shit. It's like you're trying to manufacture runs. And they're talking about, somebody was suggesting that past the 10th inning, say it goes to an 11th inning, they're talking about putting a runner on first and third to start the inning. Why don't you just give them a run? if you go start putting runners on base, because a lot of these relief pitchers prefer nobody on base. They want to pitch out of their windup or whatever they like to do. So when you start putting people on base, you're immediately influencing how a pitcher works the batter, because you put a runner on. These pitchers pitch different with runners on base. It's just last year it was okay, but this year I'm not really becoming a big fan of this. The 7-inning doubleheader, I don't have a big issue with, I guess. They did it in the minor leagues for years. When I was a kid back home in Charlotte, we'd go watch the doubleheaders at the Charlotte Orioles AA team, and that's what they would do for doubleheaders. It's always been 7 innings in the minor leagues, but not seeing it in the major leagues.
All right, run, Forrest, run. So, all right. So, John Hahn coming in with the Rockies here today. And Rockies Mets, usually I have no problem with a Met under, especially when it's a 10.5. So as I kind of look at the game, 6-1-2 to the under the last 9 meetings, 4-1-1 to the under in Colorado. Pitching, kind of a little bit a touch to the over. I think 5-4-1 last 10 to the over for the Mets, while Colorado pretty much under, outside of the last 3 games where they pushed in 2 overs. But before that, they had 7 straight unders. So they only got to 9 yesterday, and they got to 7 the day before, looking for the sweep. You're probably right there. 10.5, it looks like a good play. So Marlins playing good, too good for me yesterday, because I had the under. So, and Dodgers, Wild Padres Friday, 11-6 final. Dodgers going for the sweep, and that is what Tony is on. You're on some Dodgers for the sweep today, right?
I don't have the Dodgers. I don't. I have Oakland. I was looking at that game. I just couldn't make a pool on that, and I can't bet against the Dodgers because they've won so many games in a row. That's kind of a little trigger that I use to keep myself from betting on. I'm not going to bet against a team that's won 8 straight games. I'm just not going to. It's a fundamental principle of how I gamble. So, that basically eliminates me, and it just doesn't seem to be the best spot. And that line at like 120, that's almost like begging you to take the Dodgers, and I don't like being people trying to coerce me into doing something. So,
well, if I were to roll into a parlay here today, I would roll into and I'm just, throwing some leans out there.
Philly,
I'd find a way to throw Milwaukee in there to get the sweep. But, I lost on them on the first game of the series. But, they've totally dominated Pittsburgh for a long time. And I'm sure they'll get the series win here today. They'll get the rubber match. So I would be looking to tie him into something here with maybe some hockey, maybe Oakland would be a nice little parlay with that. Like I said, Dodgers, you don't get them at a great price right now. Maybe
it's 120. You don't get no better. It's probably gonna be like their lowest line on the road that you're gonna see, man. That's especially
but they are facing a guy that can be a beast. So with Blake Snell, so he can handcuff him on any given day. So it's not the Dodger lock that you're usually seeing. So you're getting the price for it. So, but these guys, I would think, would be an under here today, but I will not be playing it because Blake Snell
is still out on Snell. I think a lot of times when you get those AL guys coming to the NL, I question it a little bit, but that's just me. I think going for the
NL, but he was choppy last as far as overs and unders, but he's probably been your strongest under pitcher in Major League Baseball, go back 3 years. So, he's a beast. And man, Bauer can do the same thing. So I would lean on the under on this one pretty heavily. And I may do something with it.
I just had a guy pop in my head. I bet you used to like Ratke. Didn't he have a good year with some unders? I think I remember.
Yeah. 3-27, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you like the unders. I just don't.
I don't like the unders. I like the pitchers that go on the mound and do the same thing over and over and over and over. Teams record behind starters, TRBS. That's an extremely important acronym in handicapping baseball.
Right. That doesn't have anything to do with the totals, though. Their team's record when pitcher starts.
Oh, yeah. Has a ton of it. A ton of it. Now, you almost don't even need to look at the bullpen, and you just kind of put the bullpen on those losing days. So,
if it goes over,
but more than likely, the reason, these guys get into these low-scoring games. Kevin Brown the same way. He's a ground ball pitcher.
Got to be good. I mean, you get no run support in the bullpen.
Yes, I'm not trying to downgrade it at all. I'm just trying to say how strong it is when you look at teams' record behind starters and looking at it in a total scenario. And you have to look at day and night because it's extremely big the way these guys are seeing the pitcher in day and at night.
I agree with the day. I mean, there's definitely a difference there.
But it means a lot in the handicapping of totals. So the team is a lot stronger than the pitcher when it comes to that. I would say that's and you have to look at the bullpen, and that's really where your handicapping is. So
that's how you can figure out like I say, I figured out by the team's record when the pitcher starts. Use that to kind of tell me if the bullpen. So if the guy's got great numbers, but the team's 3-5 in his 8 starts, that tells me his bullpen sucks or they don't hit once, or a combination of the two. Something's happening to why a guy can have a 2 ERA for a month and nope, they're just not winning. That's kind of the way I look at it, and that tells me that because at the end of the day, if you don't win, you don't win. You can pitch great like DeGrom, or always it seems like it's one of these Mets guys here recently that just pitch great, but then they lose 2-1. The classic 2-1. And you get tired of betting on a good pitcher and losing 2-1. That shit gets old quick.
So bet them under.
Yeah, and then you got to bet them under, and then they lose 6-5 or something.
All right, Matthew's bringing us an audience. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. We'll have you on here, but I'm looking forward to having you on the upcoming show, to be honest with you, from what I know.
I do like the NBA. I do have one really good play in the NBA. I got 3 total, but one, I love today's best bet and got a little bit of facts and figures to go behind it. So when we get to the NBA, remind me to roll that. You want to hear it now? You want to go do it?
Go ahead. We'll go to the NBA. I think we're done with baseball right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's just do it. NBA best bet today. I'm going to roll with the LA Clippers. I've already got my action down at 10 was the line I put my money in at. Here's what we like. LA Clippers coming off a straight-up loss. 14-4 straight up, but most importantly, they're 12-6 against the spread, coming back off a straight-up loss. And then on the flip side of that, look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They won their last game. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 3-10 against the spread, coming off a straight-up win this season. So you got the combination of the Clippers banging 2 out of 3 off a straight-up loss against a team that sucks already, but really sucks against the spread, coming off a straight-up win, and that's the Timberwolves. You get a clash of those two. Give me the Clippers as the best bet today. NBA's actually been doing pretty well, Lou. Solid, picking the right spots for the right teams. Yesterday it was I was on the straight-up win with Memphis and then also with the Bulls. So I've been picking the underdogs at the right spot. So I've been kind of fortunate. But I give myself a little credit for it, a little pat on the back. So today we like the New York Knicks again at home at -1. I think the spread's a little low, a little soft. And one that doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'm going to roll with it. Portland coming into the Queen City. Portland 4.5-point favorites over the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm going to play the Hornets at home here on Sunday afternoon. So for me in the NBA, without a doubt, the best bet I got on the board today is going to be the LA Clippers. All the numbers funnel into a Clippers cover here. And then I'm also going to play the New York Knicks and Charlotte Hornets.
All right. Sounds good. I like I said, my one play today is in baseball. It's Philly. It's St. Louis over the 8. I'm looking to cash. I'm looking for my sweep. to actually grab me a winning weekend here. But if I were to bet a basketball game today, I would be leaning on the Brooklyn-Miami game over. Just two teams just playing to the over right now, getting in high-scoring battles, and it's a big. I think it's a big matchup. They both play their game today, and 3-1-1 to the over. Last 5 could be 4-1, could be 3-2, depending where you were. But I definitely think the over probably has a nice lean for it today. That's really kind of where I'm at in the NBA. And anybody out there have anything to talk about in the NBA? Maybe John Hahn, Daniel through Brooklyn -3. Let's see what Daniel's got to say here. I've been on the other screen, so I'm going to post you on here, Daniel. And
Brooklyn
-3. Hit 6 in a row last 6 days. At Memphis last night, +8.5 outright winner. Daniel in Memphis, baby. So when I hear Memphis, I don't think Elvis. I think Daniel. Memphis,
yeah, right.
He loves
maybe
him. Isn't that where Graceland is? Memphis? Am I wrong?
Yeah. I'm thinking Penny Hardaway. I'm trying to think of the good things that have come out of Memphis. Obviously the basketball team has been kind of yeesh, right? The Memphis Grizzlies, but
yeah.
Memphis, it's a good city right there on the Mississippi, far west in Tennessee as you can get. Cross over into Arkansas, I do believe. It's out there kind of in the country. It's kind of isolated other than the river. The river you can go up and down that river right there.
Where's Marcus today? I see a few digs out there. Are we not talking about Marcus enough and his big old ass winning streak?
Oh, no. What happens in Marcus? It might be a little too early in the morning.
No. He was Elvis isn't dead, Matthew. Come on. I thought you were going to be good for this show. All right.
Elvis went back home, man. Elvis went back home.
Marcus, no more picks. He's done giving them out. That's it. He's cut us off. We don't talk about him enough. Is that what it is, Marcus?
Who's he? I'm looking through. I didn't see who did he have. I know Marcus has been doing very well.
No, Marcus isn't putting out picks anymore. He's mad.
Okay. Did I miss the episode? I know I missed yesterday.
I didn't. There was nothing yesterday.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even have a show yesterday. So we missed everybody's picks yesterday. So Jerry Glanville left Elvis.
We love that. Yeah, that was fun. And that's classic 80s, right? The Man in Black, Jerry Glanville leaving 2 tickets for Elvis. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love that shit.
So listen,
kind of kooky. In today's day and age, you would never probably see an NFL coach quite as kooky as a Jerry Glanville ever. I think those
not allowed to anymore. You're not allowed to have an opinion. You have to fall in line with the corporate gods.
I'm thinking that one kooky coach in college. Why can't I think of his name? The high-scoring offensive coach.
June Jones.
No, not that old. Younger, crazy. Bennett, Texas Tech. Bennett, Washington State.
Oh yeah, he's the
mad scientist. What's
Leach.
His name? Leach.
Mike
there you
Leach.
go, Leach. Yeah, he's kind of out there on his own. He kind of goes to the beat of his own drummer. I think he's kind of his football coaching. Sometimes I kind of like, damn,
Leach.
dude, what are you doing? But I appreciate his personality because you just don't see many guys like that anymore. Mike Leach, yes. Leach. that dude's like talking to people in his own head, and I appreciate that. I'm not alone.
Right. So, all right.
NHL. I mean, it's big NHL day on Sunday, right?
It is a big
started. You already got one game going already.
Yes, I did not. The Rangers and the Islanders would probably be an under, but no, I'm sorry. It's the Rangers and the Devils. I'm sorry. Devils and Islanders would be the under. No, I'm sorry. Scratch it. I think it's an over.
Right.
Obviously, Pittsburgh owns Buffalo in a big way, so you can tie them in with your Oakland or Milwaukee today.
Who does Marcus like?
Vegas, Pittsburgh, Vegas parlay would make sense.
Pittsburgh Vegas parlay. Yikes!
Sure.
I got you.
Yeah, it'll pay even money. Maybe minus $1.10. But you got two nice solid teams that dominate the other team. It's truly a good parlay. That parlay is a good matchup. So I would say it's more than a win.
3-2 last game. It was kind of greasy last game for Pittsburgh, which maybe that's a good sign, right? 3-2 last time they just played last game.
It don't matter. Buffalo sucks.
I'm saying, but
story.
Vegas won 4-0 last game.
Vegas won probably over a 50-game period. I think they're probably in. Let me see if I can find the number real quick. They're in the 80% range over the last 50.
That would be 40 wins. 80%. So that's high.
You think
40-10.
So, it's probably pretty damn close to that. Hopefully, I can get you the number here. Trying to get these numbers, a little bit easier, but that's going to take a little while. Got some meetings this week that hopefully I'll have some ETAs on a database.
Man, I need like some AI with a database. So when I talk, a little split screen comes up and the information I'm speaking just pops up on the screen as I'm talking based on what I'm saying. And so what you got?
I got, it's 39 and 13. So it's probably closer to 72, 73%.
No, that's, dude, that's 75.7, 76%.
Okay, there you go. There's my calculator.
And that would be minus 300. So what is it? I mean, right at minus 300. And that's about what you're getting, right? You're getting you're basically getting a what I would probably call, based on those numbers, kind of a fair line. Somewhat sounds steep, but maybe
20-6 at Buffalo.
20-6 at Buffalo, which is better than 3-1, which would be 75. That's like 77. So it's about the same range, about minus 300.
So tie it in with Vegas, and now you have a 75% chance of winning instead of 50. If that math works, I don't know. But let's never bow down to the New World Order, the Rothschild. All right, Matthew, you are coming on the new show.
Rothschilds, man. Come on, not the Rothschilds. Does anybody? Well, the important people you never see or hear from, and they're one of them, right? You don't hear Rothschilds. When's the last time you saw a Rothschild do a TV interview?
Hey,
I've never seen one.
Are you familiar with Ra, the sun god?
We're going back. Are you going to talk about the movie Stargate, dude? Don't give me some Stargate.
Stargate, man. Yeah, I got a fucking thing in there, man. If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is.
Don't give me that Stargate fan fiction, dude.
You know
what I'm talking about here. I wrote fan fiction, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
So let me tell you something. On the new show, we're going there. I'm going to bring the video. I'm going to bring the clip, and we're going to fucking yap about it. Man,
I'll talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I can talk about it for sure.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk about The Matrix, the movie The Matrix.
Right.
Get into all that and see how true it really is. How about that?
I'm about to go visit the Oracle right here.
There you go, brother. There he is, the Oracle. Rush 2112. The Oracle. Up on top of the stairs. The Oracle standing there. Yeah, get into 2112. We'll talk about that. Bill Gates, squeaky clean. Yeah, Bill Gates was manufactured. Okay, he is a manufactured child of the Rockefeller organization. So, but if you want to go to Ra, who is Ra's child? Oh yeah, brother.
Like Hercules, like a mixture of
Ra's child. Put the money together with the coincidence. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road, and you will meet the Grand Oz.
I mean, I know people have to write this stuff up. Somebody has to think it. I mean, it's basically like Isaac. It's like an Isaac Asimov novel or something. I mean, I guess. And I used to like Isaac Asimov, not just for the science fiction, but the dude really wrote great work on like black holes and physics, astrophysics. The guy knew a lot. about that. So he knew the actual real science, and that certainly helped make his science fiction, that weird shit, a little more conceivable because he knew how to kind of intertwine a mixture of it. So I like, if you like sci-fi and weird shit, read some Isaac Asimov. He was a prolific writer, and most of his stuff was actually pretty good. So I recommend him.
Okay, if that's your thing, I don't know him, and I gotta be honest, you know,
He's a very prolific. I'm sure you're familiar with some of his work. If you read some of his books, you would see that theme and plot permeating through like episodes of these sci-fi shows. Because trust me, he's a huge name in sci-fi. Isaac Asimov, and he was actually a scientist too, astrophysicist. I want to say physics and astrophysicist. So he kind of had the background to be a good sci-fi writer. I got to get out of here, guys. Are we good on everything?
Yeah, we'll save everything for the new show. Matthew will bring you on, but where we'll just talk about that. Right now, I will leave you off on Sunday. Any thoughts about the shot? That's for another show, Matthew. Yes, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't ran down. I haven't ran down to get my shot. My wife has gotten both doses because she works in the healthcare field, so she kind of. And I think they actually gave her some money too to do it. So whatever. Yeah. But I haven't went.
Why do you want you take it so bad?
Huh?
Why do you want it so bad?
I'm not really lining up to get it, to be honest. But I'm the guy that's never taken a flu shot either, ever. I'm 51 years old, and I have never taken a flu shot in my life. They've asked me, "Would you like a flu shot?" No, I'm okay. Thanks. I appreciate you asking. You know, thanks for asking, but I'm good. Whereas other people seem to religiously take those things. I've never taken one. We'll see about the vaccine. My other idea here is if everybody else takes one, then why do I need to take it? You know, if everybody else, if you're concerned with getting it, then vaccinate yourself and you're protected. Why would you give a fuck what anybody else does? It makes no sense to me. You know, that's the way I view it. If you want to get it, fine. I'm not going to look at you any different, think any less.
Take 5 shots.
Right.
But I would recommend you do a little homework first.
I would. I agree with that.
I recommend, you know, at the end of the day, who's the guy administering it? Forget about all the doctors that are being told what to do. Who's administering it?
They're collecting money, dude. This is nothing but a money train on the. And I hate to say it about the doctors, and I'm sure plenty of them aren't, okay? But there's plenty of them that are. They're just lining up the money. You know, they're thinking, oh, we get $82.50 every shot I stick. Come on, next, bam, next, bam. They're popping them in you all day long. Do 24-hour shift. And I would too if I was in their position. Why not? They're basically
let's bring out the
money.
Celebrities and let's celebrate. Inject yourself with experimental drugs. Yes.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Good luck today. The LA Clippers. LA Clippers is the best thing I got on the board today. And I've also got San Francisco best bet in baseball. Good luck today, guys. I'm out of here.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Yeah.